What is up, guys and gals? It's me, Thomas Fan01 here, and today we are back at it again with another Transformer figure review. And today we are going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series 15th Anniversary Pack. But today, instead of taking a look at well, maybe not one of the figures, but instead of taking a look at him, we're going to be taking a look at Jetfire. So here we have Studio Series number 35, Jetfire, all in his glory. And we've already taken a look at the packaging with Optimus Prime, so I think we can. I think we can forego looking at the packaging, but in case you haven't seen it, we're going to look at it anyway. So here's the top of the box. We have Jetfire, Prime, and the RC Sisters, and we've already covered one of the issues with this pack. But on this side of the box here, we have Prime, Jetfire, Good luck, good lord. And on this side, we've got the RC Sisters. We got Chromia, RC, and Elita 1. Poor Elita 1. Anyways, on the back here, we have Jetfire, Prime, and the RC Sisters. And you can also... I did not notice this on the back of the packaging in the first time I looked at with Prime. But on this one, it does show that you can swap the back of the scene here. So if you say, for example, if you have side swipe and sideways, you can totally swap this back out and put... you can totally make this like the Shanghai set if you wanted to. So that's what they tried to do here with this. So I was going to show that off in one of the videos, but I mean, I can definitely show it off here a little bit more. So anyways, that's pretty much it for the box, and bringing the figure right back on in here. Here we have Jetfire, and the one first obvious thing is that his head is just shoved up under here, like there's almost no reason for it to be there, but you know, there's a small reason for it. So yeah, but this is the SR-71 this is the SR-71 jet, so that he transforms to in the movie, which I think is pretty cool that we have one of those. So in terms of weapons and everything of the nature, he does come with two things. He comes with his axe here, his battle axe that was seen in the movie very briefly towards the end, and it does tab in the jet mode here, which is these just two tabs right here, and you're just going to take these two tab slots there. That's going to go there, that's going to go there, and it just fits ever so nicely right there. Second accessory is he does come with his landing gear, but it does also turn into his cane, which I think is pretty cool as well. So, and to do that, you're going to basically have the cane in this configuration to store this in the vehicle mode, and you're going to, there's a gigantic tab piece right here. You're going to take this, you're going to shove this piece right on up in there, like so, and there you have the landing gear in place. And to pop out some other extra landing gear features, there are two extra landing gear bits right here. There's one right here, and there's one right here. So just in case you wanted to make it a more complete jet, it's still not very great, but I mean, hey, it works. So I'm gonna fold those back in, like so. So then we're gonna remove the axe, just because it'll just make life a little easier when we go into transformation. Same thing with the cane. So I'm gonna move those off to the side here, and then we shall get him into scale comparisons. And he is a leader class, so he's probably gonna trump everything that's gonna show up in the video here. So anyways, here he is next to Jolt, which is the other figure that everybody was complaining was not in this set, which I can and can't agree. But here's the thing. If they were to put Jolt in there, it would be the exact same price point, whatever. So yeah, so there's that. Here he is next to Dark of the Moon Sideswipe. It's the same mold as the Revenge of the Fallen, just slightly different. He's next to the Age of Extinction Ratchet, which is the same as the 07 one, and the Nest version if you have it. Here he is next to Dark of the Moon, or not Dark of the Moon, Revenge of the Fallen. Well, there goes his weapon. This weapon does not like to stay put very well. Give me just a moment here. Here he is next to Revenge of the Fallen Sideways. Sorry about that. Here he is next to his pack mate. Here he is next to Studio Series 32 Prime. And here he is next to Revenge of the Fallen Leader Class. Fallen. There you have that. So, alrighty, so now that we've done that, let's get him into his robot mode. And please take note, if I do forget a step in the middle of this, I apologize. It's a complicated figure, and it likes to fall apart. So I do apologize if... Yeah, so... Anyways, let's start with this section here. Let's just get this, untab it. Let's start by getting these pulled out of the way. Let's continue on by making this piece. Let's bring this up, take the nose cone section, fold this down, take this piece and also fold it down and accordion it up, and that's just going to be left there. Let's just fix his face while we're at it. So do that. All right, so now we're going to come to this back panel here, bring this all the way up, so that way we can just kind of loosen some stuff up here and bring this whole bit up like this. Let's bring these arms and shoulders out while we're at it, so that way that's what you don't want to have happen. Unfortunately, this figure, because it combines with Optimus Prime, you have to have multiple connection points. And unfortunately, with his, they are just really, really, really fragile. So we're going to take this, we're going to bring this down all the way. Then it's going to accordion in as well. And then we're going to take this piece we had done previously, and it's just going to all kind of accordion in on itself to make some room here. Let's make some room. Take these and just let's untab this as well, because this one just kind of flipped out. These tab in on these sections of the wing here, but it just kind of had some issues there. So bring this down, bring these down and collapse them down like that. Let's just bring these ratchet joints down as well, just to kind of make life a little easier for what we're about to do here. So I'm going to take this, make sure it accordions all back down like so. Okay, so then there are two tabs right here at the bottom of this base here. I don't know if you can see very well, but there are two slots here that two tabs right in here are going to go into. So make sure you do that. Bring this all the way back. Come on. Actually, first thing you can let's do a little bit of more backpack surgery. Let's take this and fold it down so that way there's a little more room as well. So bring this down. That's better. That's going to tab right on in there. And these are just going to hang off the side like that. And then we're going to collapse the chest in like so and make sure it all tabs in there. Take these shoulders. There's this little spot right here. Just going to accordion these all the way up and just tab them into the shoulder spot right there. Do the same thing on the other side. Take it, fold them in, tab that up. These joints are very, very tight, so I will say that's quite nice. Bring the arms out, rotate them like so, and there we have that. Fold the hand out, rotate said arm. All right, now I got the whole upper body done. His arms, his head, everything is pretty much done. So now you're probably questioning it to yourself, well, what else is there left to do? Well, there's tons left to do. There's lots left to do. So anyways, real quickly, let's take these little rubber pieces here, these little chesticle pieces here, and there are little spots right here that are just going to come right up into the robot mode and just peg right on in there. Do the same thing on the other side. Bring this up like so, right there, and it kind of fills out the chest a little bit, but not really. So next, we're going to work on the legs. So to work on the legs, we're going to come to this panel right here and just undo this. And you can remove these pieces here, but you're not supposed to. But accordion this all up like so, and there you have that. Come on, there we go. That's better. So you want it all accordioned up, and then this, if it did not do it, so when you were transforming it, just rotate that down, rotate the leg and the thigh, fold this down, bring this down as well, and then fold down the foot like so, and then rotate this like so, and then, come on, there we go, rotate that like that, and then bring this up like this on this hinge, and rotate it on this hinge as well, and then accordion it like so, like how you feel it, but I kind of like my Jetfire like that. Flip out his little toesies there, and there you have Jetfire with one leg done. Do all the same stuff on the other side. So lift this panel up, shove it all the way back. Come on. There we go. Take this, fold that inward. Rotate this around like so. Angle this out. Flip out the foot. Fold out the toe. Rotate this around. Then fold that forward. And there we have ye olde Jetfire in his robot mode. If you give me just a second here, we're going to give him his cane real quickly. And his cane just pops into his hand right in here. So give me just a second here. We'll do this and do that. And there is a little port. It's going to go right in there. Straighten this out. Bend him down a bit more. Let's make sure everything is all right. Come on, let's poke this back in there. And then we can give him his battle axe as well. I apologize, my Jetfire is a little on the crouching side, but let's see if we can't address some of that here. The one thing I do like about this figure is the fact that it can extend the legs to a point where it doesn't look unnatural, doesn't look unrealistic at all. So I like the way that this guy looks in general. So, alrighty. There we have that. So, there you have Jetfire in his robot mode. He's in a crouching position because he's so freaking tall. But if I was to, like, seriously just... That's not what you want to do. But, like I said, there are so many problems with this figure because of the fact that it is a combiner with Studio Series 32. Now, I'm not hating on it. I just don't appreciate having 50,000 parts that detach when I'm trying to... when I'm trying to fiddle with a figure, I don't want 50,000 things to attach and detach. Now, I will say this, automatically, right out the gate, we're sitting at a 9 without all the parts detaching and stuff like that. Because let's look at this face sculpt. Oh my gosh. Just absolutely wonderful. Hasbro, you guys cooked with this set, okay? When I say you guys cooked, I mean you guys cooked and cooked and cooked till you gave us perfection, okay? Now, am I saying this figure is better than the original the original Revenge of the Fallen version? No, it is not. It is not better than the Revenge of the Fallen version because the Revenge of the Fallen version had different things to it that made that one a little more unique. This one is a masterpiece. This is something that they didn't need to go this far. They really did not. They did not need to go this far. It was something that I honestly thought was not going to be possible for them to do quite yet. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh no, we released Studio Series 32, so we're going to give you Studio Series 35 to go along with that. So have fun with that. Now, we are not going to take a look at the combined form in this video. We are going to go into a separate video and go into doing that. And after that, we shall rank the whole set with the RC Sisters after we release the RC Sisters video. So, anyways, so we shall get into scale comparisons first. And take note, they did take a little bit of inspiration from looking at the Jet because, I mean, this piece here is currently now shoved in his back. So... like this little yellow dot here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but right up there, there's a yellow dot as well. So they took some ideas and ran with them. So, all right, let's get him into scale comparisons. Then we shall get into final thoughts, and then we shall rank the figure. So here he is next to Studio Series Jolt. Here he is next to Studio Series Age of Extinction Ratchet, but it's the same mold as the 07. Here he is next to Dark of the Moon Sideswipe. Same principles apply. Here he is next to Studio Series Sideways. Here he is next to his box mate and wave mate, Studio Series 32. And finally, here he is with the Fallen right here. So these leader classes are getting quite nice, I must say. I'm very much looking forward to the Age of Extinction Prime that's coming out next month. So if you guys got your pre-orders in for that, highly suggest you get it. So, yeah. All right. So final thoughts on this dude. I do not hate the transformation. What I hate about the transformation is the fact that the parts decided that they wanted to come off too. That's what bugs me about this set, is the fact that the parts on Jetfire, when you're transforming him, if you take note, this could just be my copy. This could only just be my copy. I could just be 100% wrong in thinking this, but knowing that the parts disconnect, and take note, I've never messed with this particular set myself, so not knowing where the parts are going to disconnect, I was not really too thrilled to have that. I will, however, say a couple positive things about this figure that the 09 figure definitely could have learned from. The first thing would be how to manage your kibble, because the kibble on this thing is just brought to a bare minimum. And, like, I can't even complain about this. The only kibble that I really can see are these wing pieces, and those even help him out in some areas because it helps balance out the figure. Like, I'm not going to complain about that front. I do like the fact that they paid attention to certain parts and they actually made it so that it could look like an actual jet. Granted, I understand that there wasn't really much they could do with the face, although maybe they could have made a panel or something where the face flipped up and like hid a little bit better in the nose cone of the jet. But honestly, there's not really much else you could do. And take note, with the budget that they had for this figure, I can honestly tell you that that was definitely not in the idea phase. So, but I can say, with what this figure is giving us, with all of the things that it is just already right out the gate, this figure sits at a 9.5 out of 10. And one more positive note on that would be the rubber pieces right here. This is for when you go into the combined form. These pieces right here, they connect together and they form the chest piece for Prime. The original leader class did not have any kibble management for that in the robot mode or the jet mode, for that matter of fact, and it really was one thing that irritated a lot of fans, myself included, because I did have the original Jetfire. I just recently had to get rid of it because, well, my 09 Prime, you guys saw in the Studio Series 32 review that one was just destroyed. It was just destroyed. So basically, getting this Studio Series pack is quite nice. So, anyways, if you did miss your chance out on getting Jetfire and Prime, and by also proxy the RC Sisters, why don't you go check out Amazon.com where you can get this. This is where I purchased it. I don't know if you guys are interested in this set. However, the set is currently, it's not on sale, but when it does go on sale, I definitely know you guys will be probably picking it up. So, yeah. Anyways, this figure gets a 9.5 out of 10 due to the transformation being absolutely amazing and the combiner parts being horrendous. So, yeah. But anyways, this is Thomas Fan01 saying, do not forget to check out the channel for all of the other Transformers figures reviews, and I do have a playlist for all of the Transformers Studio Series figures that we have taken a look at in the past and that we're going to be taking a look at in the future. So do not forget to check all of that out, and I will leave a link to it down in the description below. And please do not forget to leave a like on this video. Don't forget to leave a comment down below as well about what Transformers you'd like to see me do next. Please take note, we are waiting a little bit because we do have some pre-orders coming in from GameStop, and we are going to be getting a couple pre-orders in from Amazon as well. So please be aware of that as well. And this is Thomas Fan01 saying, do not forget to check out Jordy's Rail videos, Patrick with the Y, iStar552, Bravely GG, Riveted Railfan, Riveted Reviews, Alexander Rothschild, Lemon Lime Productions, Zaga the Animator, Skibbity Jacket, Kitten Cat 999, and let's finish it off with The Good, the Bad, the Awesome, and New York Toy Hunter, as they are some pretty cool dudes, some pretty cool peeps, and they've shown up to the live streams. They've been fans, and they've been friends of mine for a while, so please do not forget to go check them out as well. So this is Thomas Fan01 saying, do not forget to keep playing with your toys. Goodbye.